Happy Remembrance Day!
Mahalo to all the veterans out there. Dave, would you like to say something insensitive about Remembrance Day?
I think neither of those things are insensitive.
That's true. I mean, mahalo does mean thank you, so the grandest mahalo.
Absolutely. I can't believe, a lot of fuss was made about Trudeau lowering his umbrella during a speech, but they should have said something about how he threw up a double mahalo at the end and really brought home the message. 100 years, 2 double fist mahalo.
I got a fist for every 50 years.
I had something in honor of Remembrance Day that I wanted to play real quick here.
Sure, hit us with it.
No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home. It's been a long night here and a long night there, and he's so lonely.
I just feel like people have kind of forgotten, and lest we forget, Andy Grammer.
Andy Grammer. That song was a bona fide hit, Dave.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I bet Kids Bop or the Mini Pop Kids did a cover of it.
It's a huge chastity beat. It's a rare song that's about staying faithful and loving the one you're with. I guess Love the One You're With also covered that territory.
It's less about being faithful though and more just about loving the one you're with.
It's somehow more on the nose than Love the One You're With. And the video, oh my god. I hope so many of those people are divorced. That would be just I guess Dave, you don't even know the song. So the video is people who it's just composed of people who made like webcam videos, and it's them with their partner
jacking each other off.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, I do have to give the editing credit. The way that the song sort of builds to the final chorus with everyone's climax, where it's just like there's a drum roll where it's like it's like Hawaii 5-0, and it's just a bunch of cum shots of all these people.
Just a bunch of toes curling and legs going all stiff.
But they hold up like some sign that somehow signifies how long they've been together as a couple. So it varies from like 1 month to like 55 years, and they have different ways of demonstrating it with like balloons and
jacking each other off.
Yeah. Like just dildos.
Jacking off dildos, yeah. One stroke for every year we've been together.
Definitely. It's just some guy in front of his webcam in his office chair, kind of grooving to the song, and then in the background his wife walks in with a strap-on, just over clothes, fully clothed, but she's got a strap-on on.
She's wearing a power suit, a beige power suit.
She holds up a sign that says 5 years.
It says 6 weeks.
It's still fresh, but they've gone there already.
Mm-hmm. That's what brought them together in the first place.
Yeah, that's what he left his wife like 50 years because he found the woman that she wouldn't peg. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? It's fucking 2015 when this song came out.
Yeah, he's in the video twice. Once with his wife and once with his pegging mistress.
with his second wife. With his dom wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that is certainly it.
Oh, man.
That's monogamy for you.
You aren't watching the current season of Jersey Shore, which is now known as Jersey Shore Family Vacation, are you?
Ugh, I didn't even know there was a new season.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I knew there was the first season. Is this still that or no?
Is the gang all back?
Kind of. So sorry, so how much do you know of it? Where did you both last leave the Jersey Shore?
Maybe like halfway through the second season.
Like Miami.
Oh man, you lost them all the way back in Miami.
Oh, yeah. That's bad, Dave. That's the best season. That's the season when Pauly D and Vinny become best friends, and it's fucking great.
I mean, there's a lot to be said for every season.
Yeah, not the later seasons.
No, that's true. Well, I mean, there's still a lot to be said for them. That's true. But it's mostly just repeating that this fucking sucks. Yeah. Just over and over again.
And it's sad.
Yeah. But okay, so you're way like they had many seasons of the show, and so that they like did a resurgence of the show, right?
Yeah,
there's like a 5-year gap.
No, like a 10-year gap.
There's no way it was 10 years because the show came out in the show started in like 2007.
Let's see.
And so it would have if it ran for like 6 seasons, which it did, it would have ran into early the 2010s. Right. I think it's a 5-year gap between the show.
Yeah, you're right. 2012 is when the first run ended.
And so they bring him back.
I just thought it was it.
To do like I mean, I can't. It's weird. I've been watching all along, and I can't really remember what happens in it because it feels like the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But like, because it feels like they keep extending it. It feels like they planned a 4-episode reunion, and because it got ratings, they keep being like, "So what are your schedules like?" Like, Vinny, you're not doing anything, are you? And he's, "Of course I'm
I'm
not."
doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
That's my impression of Vinny.
The only person who's doing anything is Fat Daddy Sitch, who is going to jail. That is what's happening in his
Is
life.
he going to jail?
Yeah, and they haven't touched on it
Which
yet on the
one's
show.
that?
Which is, well, he used to be the Situation, known for his abs. Now he calls himself Big Daddy Sitch because he's fat and he didn't pay his taxes. So
he's gonna get fucked in jail.
Big Daddy Sitch?
Yeah. Big Daddy Sitch is gonna be a bitch. That's what they've been saying. I don't know if they've been saying that, but they should have been. Fresh Stitch.
I mean, he's not really a good looking piece of meat anymore. Like we're
puffy.
not talking about. Oh yeah, definitely. He looks very, very Popeye-ish.
Yeah, he's not that cute. He looks dusty.
Yeah, that'll be the reception. I'm working on the soundboard.
Oh, I mean, I was injecting it myself. I was just.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, then what am I wasting my time on?
Well,
if you can just do the sound.
We'll just quote our videos that we like.
Let's just do our best impression of it.
Yeah.
And people will love listening to that.
Shorn
But,
scrote.
Back to the
Another
point
impression,
of Jersey Shore. I mean, really, the arc of the show doesn't matter. But what we have learned about Fat Daddy Sitch is that he's into cuckolding, and he's really inserting it heavily into this current last 4 episodes.
That can't be real.
It's 100% true. Because Angelina is trying to fuck Vinny in front of her. I can't believe I'm just summing up Jersey Shore.
Sum it up to us. I don't know.
It's enthralling. It's just, it really is riveting art.
It's modern day Shakespeare.
Absolutely. But so yeah, he keeps calling it cuckers, which I don't know if I've ever heard anyone refer to somebody who cuckold is the word.
Does he call himself a cucker?
No, he calls himself Fudcucker.
That would be a good version of the Grease song.
Yeah.
Cuck is the word, is the. But no, yeah, he said he can smell a cucker from a mile away. He said
this is fake. This is 100% fake.
No, this is 100% true.
I don't believe this for a second.
This is the kind of thing that's kept me around. If there wasn't little nuggets like this, I would have abandoned the show. And I do space out. It's weird watching that show because I will my mind shuts off for large segments, and it's like drinking. The one time I drank Everclear is when I blacked out, and it's very similar watching Jersey Shore Family Vacation, where I just kind of come to on the couch 15 minutes after where I was. But I can still follow what's going on. So little has taken place that I can piece together who these people are and what's happening in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So is he into being cucked, or is he the one who cucks?
No, I can't figure out that either. I think he's just into the concept of it. Because he has a fiance now, and he can't be a bull. He doesn't look at all, and he doesn't use words like that either. He doesn't actually say anything. The fact that he says things like cucker makes me be like, you've only heard of this in the last couple of weeks, and you're trying to make yourself because he's become so boring. He's sober now, and so all he does is eat and wait to go to jail. And so he's like, oh, I got to inject some sort of edge. I'll be the guy that talks about cuckolding. I'll Google 2018 fad fetishes and then try to shoehorn them into conversations and be like, oh, pregnancy porn. That's really on my radar of late. Joy videos are really
who's
all the
nailing
rage.
Palin? I'm really excited to find out.
Yeah, porn parodies are really capturing the zeitgeist at this moment. Hey, guys?
Oh, this ain't the Jersey Shore. I can't wait to see who plays me.
It's just Ron Jeremy and this ain't the Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Oh, hey, everybody. I'm the big fat ass.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dina. I'm here.
Just fucking a bag of sponges. Hey, I'm fucking Dina. Dry sponges.
Yeah. It's a good show. I checked out of that show about midway through the first return season, so I guess maybe I should catch up. Are they still in the shore? Are they in Miami? Where are they?
They're back there. So that's what's also so weird about it is they've jumped from like they went to Miami for the vacation, and then they went to Vegas because Pauly D was doing a stint there. They're like, we don't want the vacation to stop. And so they went to Vegas, and then they go, we want to get a house together. And so they get a house together, which I thought was at the shore. This is where I feel like I'm losing my mind. I was like, okay, now they've done everything. And then at the end of that period at this house, they go, we should get a shore house. And so, where have you been for the last like 7 episodes? But now they've got another house that I guess now is on the shore, but it's not on the shore. It's like in like it's in like a suburban neighborhood.
Weird.
But it's not a very appealing show. They've all had a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
It's
it's it's a shame that when they were in Miami they didn't go on the Pitbull cruise, because I feel like that would be the perfect fit for the Jersey Shore. Like, I don't know why they didn't do a crossover episode. I don't know. It's just again just leaving money on the table. So.
Well, and there's so many knockoffs of Jersey Shore too that I've discovered that I didn't know, because there's one there's like a UK one called the Geordie Shore.
The Geordie.
The Geordie Shore.
Shore.
And I couldn't get past the first episode because you can't fully understand what they're talking about, because they all have that kind of thick, like gypsy sort of accent thing going on. But like there is an element of delight to it, because they are trying to pander to the lowest stereotype idea of what that show conveyed. So they want to be at their best what Jersey Shore is at its worst. So like literally in the first 3 seconds of Jersey Shore, the girl who's going to be like the snooky girl is like, "Oh, my name's Lacey. I'm a huge slut, and I'm going to have a ton of sex at the Geordie Shore." Like those are like the first words out of anybody's mouth, and they're the most coherent words that anyone says. The most cogent thought of the Geordie Shore. And then there's one that I found just yesterday called Florabama Shore.
Where does that take place?
Well, I don't know where it
Florabama.
I don't know where it takes place, but like, I guess that it's a combination of people from Florida and Alabama, so from the South. But it's another like particularly non-memorable one. Like it goes lowest common denominator right away. Someone is like full on. So someone pisses the bed in the first like 20 minutes, gets drunk and pisses the bed.
Oh no! Pulls a classic Dumpling.
But well, how did Dumpling do it?
Got blackout drunk and pissed the bed.
But like fell asleep in the bed and just pissed.
Yeah.
That's not what happens.
Couch
here.
Or the couch or
this is somebody who has the awareness to sort of sit up and like pull their pants down and then just piss as though the bed were a toilet.
Oh, so like
and
they pulled like a Verne Troyer. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Big man's up top. Yeah.
But without the charming dialogue.
Yeah. I'm alright.
You maintain that he's trying to actually say a sentence.
Yeah.
But he's just making a noise. He's like kind of just groaning. He's just going, like he's not, he wouldn't be repeating, "I'm all right."
I'm alright.
Just pissing on the wall in his scooter.
Well, I'm sure everyone around was going, "Vern, are you alright? Are you alright, Vern?" I'm alright. He's just pissing, and no one stopped him from pissing.
Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern, stop pissing on that wall. I'm alright.
Hey, Vern, how many donuts high are you? I'm 26 donuts high. Real fact, everybody.
Oh man,
Dave, when was the last time you watched Verne Troyer's sex tape?
Oh, it's been a little while.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Oh man.
Oh, definitely bring that up.
Let me see if I can find it easily and quickly.
He looks like a baby in it. I don't really like it.
Fuck.
Because there's 2 videos, and one has become increasingly hard to find. The hand job video is not easy to find, and I'm guessing it's because Rock Band went after it for the trademark. Because in the background you can see his box for Rock Band, which was the fucking sign that you were somebody back in like 2007. If you had a Rock Band box around your house, someone would go, "Hey, where's those fucking drums? Where are those drums at? I'm a lawyer.
Where's the fucking Rock Band?
Where's the fucking bath salts?" That was a thing around the same time.
Oh yeah.
Also, talk about forgotten. Lest we forget bath salts. The person who ate someone's face.
Yeah.
A guy from
bath salts will turn you into a zombie.
They weren't wrong.
And there's credible evidence for that. For all of the hysteria that drugs generate, here's a case like within a couple years, you had that chimp that ate a woman's face, and then you had someone taking bath salts eating someone's face. Faces were being eaten on the news enough that you could be like, bored, jaded by like the fifth one.
I think, wasn't there a guy from Sons of Anarchy that did bath salts and like lost it? Like maybe
I don't know,
his neighbor or some shit.
Ron Perlman.
Is that why Ron Perlman looks all fucked up? Because someone ate his face.
Just permanently looks like Hellboy. Oh,
Jesus Christ! Oh, we're gonna watch this, but also I cannot find the Verne Troyer sex tape.
Well, I mean, they did rule his death a suicide, so maybe people are, out of respect, they've said, you know what, we can't.
I mean, you can still find the video of him tongue kissing that woman.
We can't watch. You know what? I totally get why they took it down, because thinking of him dying and comparing the look of him as he finishes, they like the way his eyes roll back in his head. It would just it evokes too much. It's too much right now. It'll resurface.
Like
we just need some time. We need some time to heal before we can come back to that one.
Let America heal, guys. We're still reeling from Verne Troyer.
You can watch Rock D in the interim.
Do you remember? Well, yeah, we could. Do you remember what the website was that had the Verne Troyer sex tape on it?
No, I mean we just found it through. It was Pornhub or something.
No, it's not. I googled. I cannot find it. Can't find the sex tape anywhere.
I guess it's. I'll take your word for it. It's a shame if it's gone.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll be back. There's no way it'll be gone forever, but people probably just feel guilty right now.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I found it, actually. Sorry.
Like the sex one has to. Like, it's got to be around somewhere.
Sex one we still got. Here it is. Yeah. I got it. All right. Well, we're just gonna leave this on while we talk.
Just on a loop.
Yeah. It'll just play. Full screen it. There we go. Just let it go. Watch it, Dave.
like Jesus,
watch his little body.
Dave, open your eyes.
Yeah. Open your eyes, get a big fucking surprise, pal.
Drop the mic after this one.
I do love that it was hosted by Long Live Latinas, my favorite.
Does he have a barbed wire tattoo?
That might be.
No,
that might be there just to check his
tribal
blood
for sure. But I love the amount of candles, despite the amount of daylight that's creeping into the room.
Yeah.
But he wants to be romantic, and the lamps, like so much light. This guy does not want to have sex in the dark.
No, God, no. He wants to see everything. His face is at boob height. Why wouldn't he?
You're right. He's living the dream.
Hang on.
Fuck.
Oh, there it is.
Oh man,
lift your hips. I have definitely seen this way too many times. When I can quote the Verne Troyer sex tape, that's when my life's at a new low.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it in your mind's eye while you were making love?
Well, I mean, I'm never on top, so no.
Oh, well.
Like,
that's
do I picture?
See, I want to be on top like Verne Troyer.
Yeah. Well, that's how I put it. Yeah. I want a Verne Troyer. It's missionary.
It's missionary, and it's tiny missionary.
Yeah. Oh man, and I'm gonna just rest my head on your chest.
So funny.
Giving her a raspberry.
You can't really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Tickling her tummy.
Oof. Ooh.
It's 100% his soul leaving his body.
Oh god.
I think they edited that into one of the Harry Potter special editions for like a Dementor.
I don't know if there's noise.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh, and then she kisses the top of his head like he's a fucking
it's
toddler.
So tender.
It probably smells great.
Good boy.
Oh, Verne Troyer. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, definitely. You were a treasure.
You were a treasure. Yeah, it's funny how many good memories I have about Verne Troyer. Also, you can't tell, but I wonder if he was wearing a condom. I hope so.
That's forever going to change that movie concept that we came up with.
Yeah.
That had Dane Cook and Mike Myers competing in that fart tournament.
The world's greatest farter.
Yeah, the International Fart Championships.
Sequel to the world's fastest Indian.
It was going to be called Windbreakers. And the cover was going to be like a team wearing like the like wind jacket or windsuits that athletes would wear, but they'd be unzipped and the back of them would all kind of be flying up as though there was some air forcing them.
That's pretty dope.
That was going to be the teaser poster anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we got Ryan Reynolds in it, he'd be on that international one. We got to get those cheekbones to make that box office bank.
Yeah, that was a good one. Should we run down what it was?
Yeah, I mean, I have the loosest notes of it from like an MSN conversation that we had. That's how old it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's see here. It's got to be around somewhere. Well, I have a folder called Dane Cook and Mike Myers Fart Movie.
Oh, that's probably it.
Both them and Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
was
remember.
wrong. I don't know. I shouldn't have said Ryan Reynolds. I guess I was just started thinking about Waiting. Anytime I think about Dane Cook and comedy, I think of the best comedy ever. I think of Waiting.
Employee of the Month. Oh,
that
yeah.
Costco, is that Costco movie?
Employee of the Month is, but yeah, Waiting is the Justin Long vehicle.
What was your favorite Dane Cook movie?
Don't say planes.
What did you give two Sufis up?
I guess I'd have to say Employee of the Month. I don't think I've seen any other Dane Cook movie though.
What was the one he was in with?
Good Luck Cook.
No, the one that Mr.
Oh, I've seen the one where he plays a serial killer.
Yeah, with Kevin Costner.
Mr. Brooks.
Mr. Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah. He did the soundtrack for that. He did Forward in that one. I'm a sad serial killer. No one understands me. I don't even think he's the serial killer. I think Kevin Costner is, isn't he?
Right, that sounds right.
I thought Dane Cook was like a figment of his imagination or something.
Oh no, he might be the serial killer in Kevin Costner.
I think Dane Cook is his gay thoughts in that movie. He just keeps creeping in, going, "Oh, sucking cock is so cool."
It's very cool, especially back then.
Yeah, and he throws up a Sufi. He can suck my back.
The acid he spit, I want that.
So I've got here the we just sort of shit on them for the first little patch here.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it says here, make it about a fart salesman. And Verne Troyer plays the fart tester. Mm-hmm. And then we edited a little bit to go, okay, Dane Cook gets hired as a fart salesman, and Mike Myers plays the Native American owner of the store.
Yeah, that's right.
And their slogan is, once you've smelt it, you'll know who dealt it. And then it says most of Verne Troyer's scenes involve him putting his face almost into someone or something's butt, and then they cut a huge fart. And he just has like reaction shots to things. And then he finds himself lodged in the anus of a large animal towards the end, perhaps a hippo. And then Mike Myers has to coach the hippo into farting Verne Troyer out, which sends him flying across the room.
And he hits a wall really hard. Just bang, falls flat down.
Falls into a coma immediately. Because he does his own stunts.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's in his rider. You think they have a stuntman that size? I don't think so.
It's in the IMDb trivia.
Yeah.
Actor trademark. Verne Troyer always does his own stunts. Verne Troyer went into a coma after being ejected from the ass of a hippopotamus at 40 miles per hour.
He stuck his head into the anus of a hippopotamus. And...
David Blaine taught Verne Troyer how to hold his breath for 12 minutes so he could keep his head lodged in the anus of the hippo long enough for the gas to build up to a tremendous pressure.
Enough to fire him out at 42 miles an hour.
David Blaine said, "It's the proudest I've ever been of anything in my whole life." So then, he trains the hippo.
Yeah.
Mike Myers' character was the greatest farter in the world, but he shit his pants at the World Farting Championship of 1988. And so ever since then, he's become afraid to fart because he thinks he'll shit his pants again. And then Dane Cook comes in, the fart salesman, and he teaches Mike Myers how to fart again. But really, he's trying to, learn the secrets of, he wants to, his boss at the farting store must want him to exploit Mike Myers, but he starts to feel compassion and he wants to help, bring Mike Myers back to his greatness as the world's greatest farter. And then it says here he has an arch rival, a slick Spanish farter played by Ricky Martin. And then it says it says that he's desperate enough that all his farts will be authentic. So that'll also go on the IMDb, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Actor trademark. Ricky Martin.
Desperation.
Accepting roles out of desperation. This movie is all it says. I was thinking about, not to labor on fart humor for too long,
No.
but I was thinking about it would be funny if you held a fart in for so long, or like you held like a shit in for so long, and all that it entailed, all the gas and everything, just it was like one of those percolating ones, and you hold it in for so long that you turn it into jenkum. Like you just fart out jenkum, like you're in the shower and you fart in that way, so it like envelops the room in the steam, and you sniff it in and you see your dead relatives.
They go back, don't come here. We should definitely make that a part of the movie, though, where like they're in like searching for Mike Myers or something like that. They go to like this underground.
No, they're in it's like a ceremony that they do. Like it's in
like
a sweat
ayahuasca.
Lodge.
Yeah.
No, like a sweat lodge, and then
yeah.
someone does that, and they have a very jenkum-like experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess The Sixth Sense kind of already did that. I'm pretty sure that is what the kid was just doing. Jenkum, just had a bottle of jenkum under his bed, and he kept ripping hoots of jenkum.
Like, you think the twist is that Bruce Willis is dead, and then the real twist is that he's just been huffing jenkum the whole movie.
And the double twist is he gets convinced he's dead, so he goes to jump off a bridge to be like, "Oh, I can do anything I want," and then he dies.
Mm-hmm. And
his wife is driving by, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I haven't seen you in 8 months." I haven't seen you since you got out of the hospital from when Donnie Wahlberg shot you. You just started a job in a new city.
yeah.
And that's how Misha Barton dies too. Is she overdoses on jenkum.
Misha Barton's in that movie? I don't even remember.
Yeah, she's the one who throws up from her soup or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She's like the bulimic girl, right? That's her character. I have other things about the movie here.
Oh, okay.
But they're audio files, so I don't want to play them because they're like me talking into a recorder. But if I do remember, there's a love interest in the movie, and there's a scene where Dane Cook he must have been training all day with Mike Myers or something, and so he's got all these farts like built up, but then he has to go to the date. It's just one of those kind of classic, don't want to embarrass myself in front of the parent scenes. But it culminates in him like narrowly escaping the dinner and running out to his car. And it's a cold winter's evening. So he gets into his car, he slams the door, and then all of a sudden you just see the windows all fog up everywhere in his car.
That's good. Can the dad be played by Robert De Niro?
I guess.
Can there be a scene where he does a lie detector test?
He's got a breathy format that really sounds like he's already huffing farts. So it just... I don't like this. I don't like this fart. No, I got to work on my De Niro. Dave, do you have De Niro?
I
do. You do it? In fact, we'll try your De Niro, but if not, I've got a separate casting that you can absolutely nail.
I'm all right. I don't have a De Niro.
Okay,
I got a question about this movie, though.
Then how about if we cast Guy Fieri as the father? What would he say?
Guy Fieri.
Welcome to Flavortown.
That is a great. That's a great catchphrase.
There's unquestionably a cameo from Guy Fieri in this, where he gets a nice hefty waft. And he's to play.
No, he should rip a fart at someone and then go, "Welcome to Flavortown," and meanwhile their like eyebrows are falling out.
Maybe like in the first bracket of the tournament.
Yeah.
100% someone in a wheelchair just out of like radiation therapy, and he farts in their face, knocking their false eyebrows off.
Welcome to Flavortown.
Will you do this cameo, Mr. Fieri?
It pushes their wheelchair like back down the hallway really fast, and they slide by. And they slide
and
past
everyone
the nurse's
cheers
station.
after he says it too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like everyone in the ward would be like, "Yes, this is what we want."
People are so excited they rip their IVs out. They're just so excited.
Like little kids are just throwing money at him. They're grabbing money out of the like donation bin there and just throwing it at him.
They're tucking it into his pants.
Thank you for Guys Grocery Games. Thank you for farting in our faces.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they're thanking him for.
Everything. I mean, it's all the same. I've described the same thing. He has one act, and it all is farting in people's face and us cheering and throwing money at him.
Mm-hmm. On the
And I say that as someone who loves Mr. Fietti.
well, of course, yeah. On the real though, I did fart in a dog's face once, and when I farted, it immediately was like, it was so excited to smell my fart. So like I didn't even feel bad about it. No, I didn't. It was just behind me, and I farted, and I heard it just psyched about it. So I don't feel bad.
And you feel bad about that?
No, I don't feel bad about it at all. I made that dog's day. He got so many good smells. What a bouquet.
Oh, do you want to see the thing that's been pissing me off for the last few days?
Yeah.
Who's buying shit from the fart store in this movie?
Anybody who needs farts.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Ask these dumb questions.
I mean, okay, what would be a scenario where you could think that you might need a fart?
Who are you asking?
Like, is it a service where you, like, get your enemies and you hit them with farts?
Well,
or is it
all-purpose
for
farts?
like a child? Is it like a UNICEF for children who have no farts?
Probably a UNICEF makes more sense. I also love
we bring them farts.
It's a non-profit.
I also love the idea of just never explaining it and just being, we're fart salesmen, and nobody ever questions that, and it's just you're a fart salesman, of course you are.
Like for me, the real spiritual father to this movie is a movie that was available at the San Francisco shop on VHS called Fart the Movie. That like my best friend when we were like 7 years old had it, but we weren't allowed to watch it. It was always this like forbidden thing because it was just so crass. And like the back of the box was like, Ben loves farts. Amy, his girlfriend, hates farts.
Oh, why are they together?
I know. Well, because opposites attract.
Well, not that much though.
Also, maybe she has a problem with farting and she's ashamed of it. And so that's created like a complex in her head where she likes guys who like her for the trait that she's most ashamed of. And he just loves farts. He just goes, let me.
So I want to smell them. Take me to Flavortown.
Yeah. Shove me in the Dutch ovens, baby. Call me the pianist.
We found the trailer.
For Fart the Movie. Yep. It's only like a 30-minute movie, too.
That's not bad. Well, anyway, we're not going to just play it. It's
Russell has two passions, watching television and farting.
Oh, he also loves what, though? Heather. Heather hates
watching
farting.
Passchendaele on TV.
The Eternal Triangle, 90s style.
So, yeah,
this
Dave,
movie...
Your suggestion is noted, but I think that we're just going to proceed with him being a fart salesman, and hopefully no one asks any questions.
Yeah.
No one will overthink it like you are.
Yeah, Dave.
All right, what is it about this Fart the Movie?
Oh, I've closed it already.
Okay, good. I don't want to talk about Fart the Movie anymore.
All right,
because it wasn't good. I do remember we finally saw it when we were like 11, and we went, "This is so fucking stupid."
Okay. Never mind.
Sorry, I just feel like I really let you down with that Fart the Movie didn't pan out.
I thought I saw something that just said "fart through a walkie-talkie," and I wanted to investigate it, and then it just was just a meme, and I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it would be great if you could find here's another old one.
Oh yeah,
that's a classic.
That's okay. So for those who aren't in the know, which I assume is everyone,
100%. Even people who have seen it won't.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess if you've seen it, you might remember it by name.
You would remember it.
Yeah, it sticks with you. Yeah,
it's true. Dave remembers it, and he is vaped to the gills. He's a fish who vapes.
Vape Gilligan. Ugh. That's the best. That's the best name I could come up with.
Is that supposed to be a play on like
Vince Gilligan
of Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Well, it played.
I suppose. Yeah,
I was able to connect those dots fairly easily to both of our surprise.
So for those who aren't in the know, there's a 2 video series on YouTube called An Old One and another video called Another Old One. And what they consist of is a man wearing tights. Oh, you only see him from really like, you don't ever see his face, I don't think.
No.
So you just see from like maybe like the chest down, and he's wearing like bright like red tights.
Reminds me of Santa Claus.
Yeah. He's Santa Claus pants.
Wait, what?
He's wearing like
reminds you of Santa Claus?
Yeah, like
Santa Claus.
The videos like
there's
a
song that breaks down all of the distinct things about Santa, and this guy checks off none of those.
He checks off one of them.
Cap on head, suit that's red, because it's not red.
Shit
is it?
in pants.
He's got
sits on bike. comes in tights. Must be Santa.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I mean, yeah, I remember singing that in 4th grade in front of the school.
The Christmas concert.
The holiday concert.
Yeah, exactly. That was the controversy.
Yeah.
Not the song.
Get rid of the song about Santa's come, and then maybe we can continue this.
Change it from Jesus come to Santa's come, please.
I mean, yeah, you could easily insert Jesus into that song. Comes in pants, holes in hands.
So the thing I need you to look up that's been pissing me off, and this is great because it's CanCon, so
nice.
I get to get our fill of CanCon
Who
here.
are all the people in the War Child for Africa song?
It's a thing called refertilizer.
Oh yeah, we watched that the other night.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's fine.
It's
this? Fine. It's a commercial that
Did
we're
you
gonna
know
play on the
that
show.
Thank you,
It
Mr. Trudeau.
on the Canada subreddit,
Yeah.
it within like an hour and a half had 15,000 upvotes and like 700 comments of people being like, "This is awesome." And what boggled my mind about all of it was like, because they're all like, "Yeah, weed, man," and it's like, yeah, but it's about fertilizer. Like, this isn't even about
it's about
weed,
weed, man. It's about weed, bruh. You know how many times they almost say weed?
Oh, man, holy shit! I just got it.
Yeah. You know what that green stuff is?
Man. I feel so foolish. I kept being like, why do these lines start so abruptly? They end and start so abruptly. This isn't a good rhythm to a song. Who would write a song with this kind of rhythm? But now I'm putting it together, and it's a misdirect. Dave, have you seen the commercial?
I haven't.
Well,
that's unfair. Shouldn't have gone so deep on it without letting Dave see it, because he can't match my anger. Which he definitely will. I can see Dave will fucking leap over the desk to try to tear your computer apart when he sees this.
I fucking hate it. Are we watch? All right. I'll put it on here. All right, you ready, Dave?
Thank you, Mr. Trudeau. Thank you, yes indeed.
Yeah, and if the mics
Now
pick it
that
up,
all the
we'll,
laws have changed, we all can grow
put
some
sounds of,
weed.
like,
It's
animals
annoying,
having sex
like
over
it,
top
I
of
do
it.
not.
You can hear it.
And why am I growing flowers
I don't want
when
to
it's
hear it.
legal
I
to
don't
You're
want to
grow
hear
hearing
it
it.
again,
my
and
hobby?
I don't
Listen.
want it to actually appear. I don't want to give these. I feel dumb even saying the name of the product.
Just listen.
Because that means their advertisement worked. Because I hated it, we're still talking about it.
You're loving
In
it,
fact,
though.
I'm putting the kibosh on this right now. I'm gonna
Nope,
move
it's still
on.
playing. It's almost done.
I almost played
You
myself,
can't stop it.
but I'm not going to do it. We're going to talk about something else. I got other things written down here.
Nope. Hashtag grow good weed.
I've got-
Now we're gonna watch Bubble Butt by Major Lazer. Here we go. Oh, it's inappropriate. All right. Well, we're not gonna watch.
I've got a
that, I
thing
guess.
about Owen Wilson. Did you guys hear that he just like?
Tried to slit his own wrists.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that it's 2007? Which I don't even know if that was then. I can't even. I have no timeline for anything anymore.
Yeah.
But what I did hear about him is he has a daughter with somebody, and he is just not going to be a part of her life. Just
Ooh.
publicly being like, "No, I'm not interested."
Baller move.
Owen.
I love it. And just like there are stories all about it, and it's like he has 2 kids too. It's not like, oh, I've got to live my like. He's just kind of I'm good. I've had my fill. I'm a good dad to my 2 kids. I don't want to spread myself more. If I spread myself too thin, I'm not going to be a great dad. I won't be number 1 dad anymore. Owen Wilson, that's a terrible father's name. I've been saying that all day.
That's good.
Terrible father's name.
That's really good. I can see my hotel
like-
from here. Wow.
Wow. Oh wow, you're pregnant. Don't call here again.
Oh wow, this is Luke Wilson. I lose my number.
I also learned this. This made me laugh. Gene Siskel,
Yeah.
famed movie critic and partner of Roger Ebert.
Mhm.
Dave, I'm sure you're familiar
Is he
with the
still
man.
alive?
No, they're both.
No, he's
dead.
long. Yeah, they're both long dead.
Oh,
And in hell.
shit.
Yeah, lest we forget, that's what today's all about. Remember
That's
today,
Everyone-
Roger Ebert.
Everyone goes to
Siskel.
hell when they die.
At the movies.
Yeah, put one thumb up, one thumb down.
Yep.
You have 2 thumbs down to point where you're going to hell. But Gene Siskel bought John Travolta's suit from Saturday Night Fever,
Ugh.
like the actual suit, for $150,000.
That's a
That's not
bargain.
bad. Yeah, that's a good deal. Well, that's probably 1980s money, though.
Yeah, definitely you got to adjust for inflation.
Did he wear it?
But I mean, I'm shocked.
On the show
David-
every week.
Cut his body.
Yeah, he's got to get a return on that investment.
Fuck
Are you
yeah.
kidding me? That
This is
became
my
him
new
being
look.
Totally Asperger's and only wore it. But like, that's what I was thinking. Like, the people who buy that has to be like a fetish thing, right? Like, you've
Oh,
got to
yeah.
like sniff the suit and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's just like owning Santa Claus's suit. You want to smell the cum in the pants. You want to.
Yeah, Gene Siskel got on his unit or his stationary bike, put on the suit, did a
Yep.
couple disco moves,
Mhm.
spun around, shit his pants.
Shit his pants. Oh, another old one.
He must have like sniffed the butt of that
For sure.
a few, like just got right into the
Like he probably
into that polyester.
when he bought it, he laid down on his bed and draped the butt over his face and just laid there for half an hour.
He
Give it a
tied
thumbs
the
up.
legs behind his head so it just stayed on his face everywhere he went. He just tried to feel his way around his house because he kept running into things because he refused to lift.
Hey, I'm not gonna look. Plus, it was tied super tight, so it was pulling his upper lip up.
He goes, oh, I can't pull myself away because the next time I smell it, it'll be my smell mixed with his smell. Right now, it's
Right.
just his smell. So I have to keep my face in there as long as I can.
This is the purest ass I'm gonna get.
I have to stay upstairs for the next 6 days.
Oh.
I'll fall down the stairs if I try to go down there. So I've stocked up on all the necessities.
I'm gonna finger my way around the room.
I'm going to be raw by the time this is over. $150,000 worth of raw.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, probably
We
gonna get a
talked
brain
about-
virus.
We talked about Dr. Phil loving
Medicine
Kid Rock.
Woman.
right?
Yeah, well, on the
Was
I
it on
think
that
it was on the
preamble?
Patreon.
It may have been.
I think it was on
don't
the
know.
Patreon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I forgot to mention in that classic scene where Kid Rock comes, hey, kid! Oh my God!
You're
kid!"
kidding me. That's my Dr. Phil impression. That's my
really
only
good.
Dr. Phil impression.
But an element of that, and actually a quick side note,
Please.
when we talk about Kid Rock, I need to add Kid Elric somewhere to my list of Degrassi character rankings.
Okay.
I don't want to forget him. So Kid Elric, Dave, if you don't recall, is like the Degrassi universe version of Kid Rock,
Okay.
and it is good.
that sounds
Anyway,
good.
on the Kid Rock Dr. Phil episode,
hmm
you see a few shots. It's not really drawn, like the clip on YouTube doesn't draw heavy attention to it, but Jay Leno is hosting like this special
Oh yeah.
anniversary episode or whatever for Dr. Phil.
Phil's birthday, I think.
And he looks like Dr. Phil. Like he shaved his head or is wearing a bald cap
Yeah,
rather
he's
to
wearing a
like
bald cap.
to emulate the look of Dr. Phil.
He's got a mustache.
Which is so funny because to me the only thing I think of as soon as I see that is the bum fights guy.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
had the best Dr. Phil appearance ever.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
people
easily.
can say what they want about fucking Cash Me Outside and all that bullshit.
Nah, fuck
But
that.
the bum fights guy was the best because Dr. Phil tried to like get on his high horse and kick him off invite him only to kick him off.
Yeah.
And like knowingly do that. This sort of postured righteousness that he was going to do. And the guy, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's super transparent because they're like watching a compilation of bum fights footage, and then Dr. Phil goes, you know what, cut the tape, shut the tape off, and then it cuts to like static.
Static as though it were a VHS
Like,
that they were
it's-
watching.
It's 2008. What are you talking about, Dr. Phil? You're not using a fucking VHS to show
Talking
this
about
shit.
bum fights
Oh.
in 2008.
Just pull the component cables out of there.
I want to see a blue screen. Get off my set. And
Just
there's a,
wheel the TV on the big stand out of the classroom, please.
and like it's great because before he runs the tape, you don't see the creator of bum fights, and while the tape is
Well,
running,
no, you do. You see him on the footage.
Oh yeah,
He
but
looks like a fucking punk ass.
yeah, you don't see him on the show though. Like you don't see
No.
him on Dr. Phil. So when it cuts back, when Dr. Phil cuts the tape, it just shows a man sitting there looking exactly like Dr. Phil, except much skinnier, and with his head shaved and wearing a brown suit, and Dr. Phil is just kicking him off these mirror images of each other.
And he looks pretty. It's a pretty good Dr. Phil that
Oh
he's
yeah.
doing.
If I had to shoot one, I wouldn't know which one to shoot.
I would, and I would know who they
Me.
were.
Have you guys seen that Carts of Darkness movie?
Carts of Darkness.
Yeah. Wait, Carts of Darkness?
Yeah.
Is
Was
it
that
a Mario Kart? Is it a Mario Karter's Twitch stream?
Yeah.
Where he kills himself?
Yeah, Root Brian.
It's about like homeless people in Vancouver bombing hills and shopping carts.
That's not, oh, is that on Netflix?
I think I might have just saw it on YouTube. It was on Reddit at one point
Yeah,
too.
that sounds fucking cool, actually.
On Netflix? This is a Netflix level documentary?
No, it's not. It's not.
It sounds like something that... It sounds like the level of stunt that Danger Aaron was forced to do.
It looks pretty ridiculous. There's
Grab himself.
one good scene where he like gives you a tour of how to pick a good shopping cart. You go to a few
Rab
different
himself
grocery
got
stores.
way more degrading stuff.
It's true.
Like Danger Aaron just is like, you get a concussion for like 2 seconds of footage. That's what you have to do. We want no personality. We just need footage of someone's head hitting something hard. That's going to be you, Danger Aaron.
Mm-hmm. No, and Rake Yon had to get covered in mustard, so
Oh.
everyone had to make sacrifices.
Yeah, Dave, what's your Jackass rankings?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like who I think's like the funniest.
Start it like who?
Yeah,
rank all the
Just
Jackass
who is the
guys.
best Jackass? This list is called "Who is the best Jackass,"
Yeah.
and you get to come up with the criteria
Mhm.
of ranking who is the best Jackass to who's the worst Jackass. It reminds me of I should read some more. We bailed on your old jokes too soon because I was reading through some of them and they were making me laugh. Like one about how you want to start a website called SWAT or Not, and you can post a photo to the website, and people will vote on whether or not you are SWAT.
That's just fun wordplay.
That's delightfully stupid. So that's the kind of list you're creating here, Dave.
Yeah.
You have to decide whether or not they are Jackass, our best Jackass.
Our Jackass
That
to
would be
you.
the broken English of how this ranking appeared on some Korean website. Some clickbait Korean website that you have to now create, Dave, called Ranking the Best Jackass.
So who's the least of a jack? Who's the least jackass?
Dave
The least?
make judgment.
Like
for
April.
Wait,
Good.
who's the least Jackass? I missed it.
April.
Jeez, we can't do all the peripheral people here. We don't have time to get
we
into
could.
Don Vito.
We could. Don Vito
well,
is definitely
Vito's
higher
gonna
up
be
on the
number
list
one
than her,
for
even though he's
sure.
like a pedophile or something.
And,
He's
like,
still way up
that's
at the
true.
list.
That makes
She's
him even
the
a bigger
least- she is the
Jackass.
least Jackass.
Yeah. April is the least. Good call, Dave.
I'd
Yeah,
probably
she is
put
the
Rake
least best
Yon
Jackass.
down
Well-
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's best. Don't forget, it's best Jackass, not who's the most to least Jackass.
Oh,
so
that's
you
what
could
I thought
still
it
say
was.
that April is best Jackass.
Oh, sorry.
'Cause
All
it's
right. I misled
Dave's
you,
own
Dave. I
criteria
apologize.
of what makes best Jackass.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had it all wrong. I thought we were listing all the Jackass
No, that's
people
it.
from worst to
So
best.
who's I think's best
Yeah,
Jackass?
but it's Dave's standard of what makes best to worst.
Okay, there you go.
It doesn't have to be the person who's like the most, who does the most stunts or anything like that. Dave might go, I think April is the best person to ever appear on the Jackass series.
I think it's
I
Spike
do
Jones.
think Phil's pretty good.
Yeah, but he's not the best. Well, if
He
he's your
does
best
like the whole
Jackass-
fucking switcheroo
Yeah, I mean,
with
Dave's just brainstorming. He's
Preston
trying to remember
Lacey.
all the
yeah,
people.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
Preston Lacey's all fucking funny.
No, he's not.
Jesus Christ, this is going to be a very unorthodox list.
Preston Lacey.
Early front
He does some
runners,
good stuff.
Preston Lacey.
He does some funny like all
really like Spike
a switcheroo with him and Wee Man. Like
Yeah, those are. I mean, those are.
I love Jeff Tremaine. I love
I love Gooch. I love.
who's the I love Loomis.
Who? Butterbean. The guy in the wheelchair from Murder Ball.
The consultant and Wild Boys.
Manny Puig.
I don't remember like friends' names from like 10 years ago, and I can still remember all of these peripheral people in the Jackass universe.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Dave, we want all of these people ranked.
Yeah, put them up, Dave. Who are all from...
okay, so after Rake Yod, you got
Brandon DiCamillo.
Yeah, Brandon DiCamillo. He'd be higher up on the list.
yeah, I'd
though.
put him
Yeah.
up higher.
Yeah.
All
So,
the way
okay.
He
to
does,
dating.
he does good impressions.
So we're
All
at
the, way
Rake
to, all the way
Yon.
to Matt Hoffman. I want them in there too.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
Tony Hawks, star of Triple X, Tony Hawks.
Star of
Probably put Bam
that's
after
Steve
Rake Yod.
You really don't like Bam?
No, he's
Bam at the
not
bottom
bad.
of the list. So it goes April, then Bam.
No, April, then Rake Yod, and then Bam, and then Phil.
So So the whole Margera family down there.
Yeah,
What about Jesse Margera?
The CKY crew's taking a hit.
Yeah, for sure. Rough start for CKY.
Then Preston Lacey. No, then Wee Man, then Preston Lacey.
But Wee Man's got chronic tacos.
And Dave said that with the, oh, fuck, I better correct myself quickly here.
Well,
we bad then Preston Lacey.
to be fair, didn't Preston Lacey take like a field goal right to the face? Wasn't that one of the things he did? He stood there and someone kicked a field goal.
Oh yeah,
right
he had his
face.
he had his arms painted like goalposts and shit. It was like a real kicker too, I think.
Yeah, so that
Alright,
alone
so-
puts him above Wee Man, who
Yeah.
can
So the list
kick himself
now
in the
goes-
head. That's funny, but
So now goes April,
yeah,
Bam.
yeah.
No,
pardon,
April, Rake.
Yawn.
It's like a memory game. This is going to be how I build up my short-term memories. Can I remember all of I need a word association with all of them. So we've got April, and then
device.
Raikyon,
Mm-hmm.
and then Bam Margera,
Mm-hmm.
then Phil Margera,
Yeah.
then Wee Man, then
Correct.
Preston Lacey.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
Then Danger Aaron should be down on the list.
Where?
Dave,
Um,
we can't edit this much
okay.
on the fly.
then Danger Aaron. You
Dave,
can
we're
fit in
literally
wherever.
carving
He's
this
like.
into stone. We can't keep changing this list around.
Then we got Chris Pontius.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You don't like Party Boy?
Well, I feel like
he
I'm getting
does.
towards the end here.
Oh yeah, I
and then
suppose.
Ryan Dunn,
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
and then of course Vito,
Speedo?
Vito Corleone.
and Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville's the most jackass.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you missed Dave England.
Yeah, you did miss
Oh
Dave
fuck,
England.
I did.
And you missed
This
Steve-O.
whole list is void. I
Yeah,
thought he did
there's
say.
too
What did
many
he
guys.
say? I thought he said Steve-O.
Did you not say Steve-O?
Steve-O would be up there with Johnny Knoxville.
Dave, how do you miss Steve-O and the?
How do you miss him, Dave?
How do you miss one of the prime jackass? I think that number one on my list of jackass is Dave.
Yeah, for that list.
Dave England?
If I were to make a list of the best to worst jackass cast member rankings,
Yeah.
I would put at the very bottom Dave's ranking of the jackass crew. That is the least jackass ranking of jackass that I have ever heard.
Sorry, Dave. You're right down there with April Margera. How does that feel?
Yeah, you're the April Margera of
Jackass
list. Dave, do you have you're someone who has a lot of technology, right?
I got some technology.
Do you have one of those
Yeah, he's talking about a flashlight.
Yeah, but I've got a 3D printer and I've got a Yaddle diagram. Do you have an Alexa?
I don't.
Are you going to get one of those?
Oh,
Is that
probably
something that
not.
you want to do, to just be able to just give commands to a robot?
My parents have one. It is kind of cool, but it doesn't really do much for me.
Like they should
You gotta
keep
tell
trying
you
to
jokes.
I want to see it just say no once. Like just without a reason, not be like, oh, error, and please repeat command. Just have someone be like, oh, Alexa, play "Stand" by Eminem. And so it'd be like, no.
No. Alexa, call me the N-word. No.
Well, with Siri, it used to. I don't know if it still does this, but it wouldn't tell you a joke. If you would say to it, "Tell me a joke," it would just keep coming up with reasons to not have to do it,
Well, that's funny.
which irritated me for so long. Sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to poo on. I know you're a real Eminem apologist. So.
Oh yeah, that's definitely me.
Kamikaze album of the year. Just kidding, David. It's
I thought you're the type to say. I thought you said like, it's like the non-singles that are good. You gotta listen to the album cuts.
Yeah. They could all get fucked. Just stay true to you.
and relapse. You gotta listen to his Trump freestyle.
That was a pretty shitty freestyle.
You gotta listen to it backwards.
You gotta layer all his freestyles on top of each other like a Tool album.
I fucking hate Eminem so much.
Well,
Like Slim Shady LP is probably the only thing I like that he's done. And then like,
But what do you like off of that? Like even that is dumb. Like the
Ken
songs
Kniff.
on there, that's That's Marshall Mathers LP.
Is it? I don't know. I wasn't allowed to listen to Eminem, so
obviously I'm not talking about Ken Kniff.
Right, of course.
Clearly, Ken Kniff is of all the awful hip hop sketches that exist,
which is all of them.
Which is every single one of them, with the exception of Ken Kniff.
And maybe D's Nuts from Snoop Dogg. That's funny too.
But that was like the intro. That was part of the intro of the song.
Oh, that was.
It wasn't a sketch unto itself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
both are prank calls, though.
Like, what did you like that mushroom song?
No,
I never meant to give you
my
mushrooms,
fault.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the actual hook. And now I see you in the corner crying, and now it's my fault.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got some bad hooks.
Terrible.
yeah, ass like that. That's a banger.
I mean, it gets worse as it goes along, but like people, like especially Marshall Mathers LP, people just cite that as a classic, not only of hip hop but of music. Like it's seen as like a pivotal album of the early 2000s, and it's like there are no good songs on it.
Well, which
like Stan is it's so dumb to listen to. The fact that people don't cringe listening to that, especially the video.
Devin Sawa.
Just the ending is just so abrupt and hilarious. Every time that song ends, I laugh. Where it ends with the realization that it was you. Damn.
Oh.
It's just over.
Devin Sawa. Damn. We were in.
I literally wrote this whole thing. The reason he said "damn" is because he wasted the starter cap that he gave his autograph on in there. Oh, damn! I wrote to some kid, and now I got to add R.I.P. Your dead uncle, your aunt and uncle. Rest in peace, Dido.
Mm-hmm. We were in a pita place the other day, and there was just like as we walked in, there's a part. Well, anyway, the song was playing, and I was like, oh, what is this song? This is really good. And I Shazammed it, and it was just Thank You by Dido. It was like a part of the song that's just music, like kind of in the middle of it. And I was like, this is a fucking good beat. What is this song? And, oh, it's just Thank You by Dido. Well, it's still a good song. Beat? Fuck it. Yeah. Listen to that part of the song. Listen to just the instrumental of Thank You. It's fucking good. It's a well-built song. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Dido could use the streams, so.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dido.
I don't know. Is that good? Is there? I think that's as good a place as any to stop.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, why not?
I hope that's how every episode ends, with us going, well, that's probably good.
I think so. I mean, like, that's 57 minutes by my clock.
Yeah, 57:40.
It's a long ass
Canadian band.
Free thing. I mean, if you want non-free, if you want paid stuff, like we're probably gonna make Dave. Have you seen the Rock D video?
I don't know who Rock D is.
No.
Rock D is a virgin, like a real life virgin.
Oh, I have seen this. I don't want to watch. Oh man,
Dave, do you want to see it again?
Not
You
really.
want to see it and have a bunch of people listen to you watch it?
Yeah, you got to give a director's commentary.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize. So he calls himself Rock D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he gives his reason for calling himself Rock D. Who do you think he's naming himself after?
Rocky.
No, that's actually Welcome to the Rock. His favorite movie quote.
After a quote. Not the movie. Not the movie.
No.
They go, so what's your name? He goes, it's Rock D. Oh, what are you named after? Gentlemen, welcome to the Rock. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Oh, no wonder you're a virgin.
How fast are you gonna
I'm
come?
the last one.
I'm gonna come really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, virgin heart.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Well, I guess if you want to follow us over to the Patreon.
Yeah, you can sign up for a Patreon for $15 a month. That's all it is. It's nothing.
Mm-hmm. You can sign up. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hear the episodes. We've got bonus episodes where we did a expose of GBB on our last one.
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh, totally. We've watched the things that we saw.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Oh my
the fact
word.
that you would be at all worried about watching Rock D again when what we saw last week from GVB's body of work.
Like put emphasis on body.
Yeah, I don't even want to say what it was. If you want to know what it was, just find an illegal stream to the episode somewhere. It'll probably exist.
Oh yeah.
Dave will probably put it up. Dave hacks the planet all the time, so he'll fucking
Every day.
undercut us because we told him we're not going to give him any of the patron money anyway. So
Yeah. Why would we?
Yeah, we're gonna release all of this. We're gonna leak
we
it
told him
all.
that once he gets to 5,000, we'll give him like 200.
All right, that seems like a good spot to end it.
Yeah, so we're gonna get our Patreon. We're gonna talk about Rock D keeping it real.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Again,
Kisses.
mahalos, and love you all.
Bye-bye.